Hi, this is Steven from Vling Cloud. Today, we will talk about how to use a load balancer to help to handle the huge amount of web service requests to a network. This is a topology of web server services. Here is the router, and within the router there is a network, and there is one subnet, and within this subnet there are three web servers, server 1, server 2, and server 3, and this Windows server is just for test purpose. And as you can see here, for the router 1 there is no floating IP, and there is no floating IP on either of the web server. I assign a floating IP here to the Windows to test. Okay, right now the web service is running. Let's log into the Windows server to have a test. Okay. See, this is the web server 3's private IP address. You can see from web server 3, right? And server 2 is 14. And server 1 is 18. Okay, let's start to build the load balancer. We click the load balancer tag from here. Load balancer, and before we create the load balancer, we need to have a resource pool to put all the three web servers into the resource pool. Give it a name, resource pool 1. Choose the network, the protocol TCP and HTTP, since it's for web services. We choose HTTP here, and load algorithm. We can choose round robin and list connection and source IP. Here I use round robin for our demonstration. And here is more options for you, and I will leave this by the default. Okay, we got a name for the resource pool. And we need to put all the three servers into the resource pool. And we add a resource. We can choose the instance, the web server 1, and the port number should be 80 for the HTTP service. And for the weight, we put 25 here for this one. And add another server, server 2, and port number 80, weight 25. And add resource server 3 here, port number 80, and a weight we put a 50 here. As you can see, the server 3 weight is 50, and it's twice as big as the server 2 and server 1. So this server will handle like twice the HTTP request as server 1 and server 2. Okay, we have successfully built the resource pool, and then we go back to the load balancer. We create a load balancer. Give it a name. Our first one, load balancer 1. Choose the network and a security group. We leave it as the default, and you can configure your own one. Create. Here we got a name for it, and we create a listener. Give the listener a name. Listener 1. We will listen to a HTTP port protocol and a port 80. We will leave the connection weight here as default and a connection limit as default here. We will add a resource pool. We will add the resource pool to the listener. Connect these two together. Associated default resource pool. Okay. We have successfully configured the load balancer here. So let's go back to the network topology. So you can see the load balancer here, and still we don't have a floating IP. Right now we can access from this Windows server to this private address to have access to the 3 web servers. We will test it from here. See, right now our HTTP request went to the server 3, and when we refresh, it went to the request went to the server 2, and we refresh again, went back to the server 3, and we refresh and it went to the server 1. And if we want to have access from the internet, we need to assign a floating IP to the load balancer. Floating IP. See, we have a floating IP right now, and we can have HTTP send our HTTP request to this address to have web access to the servers. There you go. Server 3, and we refresh. It went to the server 1, then web server 3, web server 2, web server 3, web server 1. Okay. Here is our demonstration for the load balancer. Thank you for watching. For more information, please visit us on vlingebusiness.com or vling.io, vling.cloud. Thank you.